Quick question. If financial knowledge actually worked, why are so many smart, informed, intelligent people still bad with money? You already know what you're supposed to do. Save more, spend less, invest the difference. So why does it keep not happening? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most money problems aren't caused by bad decisions. They're caused by the decisions you don't realize you're making. Most financial choices aren't made calmly in spreadsheets. They're made when you're tired, you're bored, you're stressed, or you're trying to buy a better mood. Which means your bank balance isn't a measure of intelligence or effort. It's a reflection on your default behavior. The people who quietly build wealth don't have better information. They have different defaults. Today, I'm going to show you 7 subconscious habits that show you where your money ends up before you even consciously touch it. This isn't about stocks or side hustles. It's about what your brain is doing when you're just living your life. If this kind of psychology first money thinking is useful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps other people find this content. Most people believe they'll do better next time. They won't. Bad financial decisions don't happen because you're careless. They happen because willpower collapses under fatigue, late at night, after a long day, when you're emotionally flat and you just want relief. People who build wealth don't rely on discipline in those moments. They remove the moment entirely. They pre-decide. One rule. Any non-essential purchase over £100 or $100 or however much waits 48 hours before you decide to purchase it. During that time, you write down 3 reasons why not to buy it. Not to shame yourself, but to force the decision into language. Impulse rarely survives explanation. Like most people, I've got an Amazon account and it's so easy, to add something to your basket, get it delivered in a day. It's so easy to spend so much money on there. Quick little impulsive purchases soon add up. I realised I was spending too much money on just meaningless little bits of tat off of Amazon or just impulse purchases here or there. I deleted the app for a while and then now I've got it back. I don't subscribe to Prime. I add stuff to my basket. I leave it there for a little while. And if I still want it, I go back and purchase it. But it just removes that impulse purchase. Most people operate on a leftovers model. Bills first, spending second, and then saving anything if there's any left. And usually there isn't. People who build wealth reverse the order. Money meant for investing never touches their everyday account. They have an honest assessment of human behavior. Rule number 2, automate investing before your rent or your mortgage clears. If your lifestyle can't handle it, then the number is wrong. Lower it, but don't remove it. I used to try and save as much as I could into my stocks and shares investing account every month when I got paid. I kept taking it out, I kept withdrawing the money. And I realised I would rather be consistent with a smaller amount and not defeat myself by withdrawing the money than try and stretch myself and invest too much. We have to be aware of our emotions and we have to try and be consistent. And emotions will disrupt your consistency. If this content so far is useful, please do subscribe. This channel is about how us and money behave. This one annoys high performers. Early in your career, skill is everything. Later, positioning quietly dominates earning. Plenty of competent people are underpaid because no one can clearly explain what they do or what they've achieved. People who build wealth don't assume that good work speaks for itself. They manage perception deliberately. Rule number 3, once a week, shout about something you've done at work in writing to people that matter and notice the impact on your career. If you don't narrate your value, somebody else will, usually badly. I used to focus so much on just trying to get things done well. But as I've risen up in my career and become more senior, I realize how much more communication and relationships matter. If you think about a CEO, they don't really do much work. They just communicate well. Expensive mistakes cluster around urgency. Sales pressure, social pressure, and artificial deadlines. People who build wealth install friction. They never agree to high stakes decisions on the spot. For salaries, contracts, or major purchases, ask for 24 hours to decide. Not to be clever, but to let your emotion decay. Urgency almost never benefits you. Goals feel productive. Systems create outcomes. Setting yourself a savings goal motivates you briefly. Investing a fixed percentage of what you earn reshapes your behavior permanently. Wealth compounds from consistency, not intensity. Rule number 5 is define yourself by your systems, not your targets. Targets end, systems run. People who never risk money don't lose it, but they also don't build much. The difference isn't confidence, it's interpretation. People who build wealth don't personalize failure, they price it. What did this cost me to learn? And then they extract the lesson deliberately. Rule number 6, if you ever lose money or spend too much, write down a post-mortem of why. An assumption that failed, a signal you ignored, and a rule for next time. Otherwise, you paid for nothing. This one feels wrong at first. People who are stuck financially often obsess over small savings, tiny discounts, minor fees, low value optimizations. That trains the brain to think small. People who build wealth protect mental bandwidth. They're not careless, they're selective. Rule number 7 is to identify 3 low value frictions that you tolerate. Pay to remove them. This isn't indulgence, it's cognitive hygiene. These aren't hacks, they're defaults. Change the defaults and the outcomes follow, slowly and then suddenly. Pick one habit, apply it for 30 days. Not 7, just 1. And if this way of thinking resonates, subscribe. Every video here is about incentives, behaviors, and the uncomfortable truths that money advice ignores. That's it.